and summary executions and rape were among the atrocities committed by the M23 rebel group and Rwandan soldiers during their weeks-long occupation of the lakeside city of Vira in Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo, and an investigation by a leading rights group has found. Human Rights Watch, HRW, says its investigators found evidence of the execution of 53 civilians, 46 men, and 1 woman and 6 children during door-to-door raids in the city's neighborhoods after the rebels, widely believed to be backed by Rwanda, captured it in December. And Cuba has completely run out of diesel and fuel oil. The country's energy minister Vicente de la Oleve has said. In an interview with state-run media, de la Oleve said there were limited amounts of gas available, but that Cuba's energy system was in a critical state as a US-led blockade of oil to the country squeezed supply. And California has contacted FIFA over possible legal violations in the sale of World Cup tickets following allegations that some fans purchased seats in categories that were later changed. The state's attorney general said the probe, which comes as supporters complain about the high prices of tickets for this year's tournament, follows reports that football's governing body sold tickets by categories displayed on stadium maps but later adjusted those categories before assigning specific seats. And Kathmandu, Nepal on May 1, a team of officials from the United States, led by President Donald Trump's special envoy for South and Central Asia, Sergio Gore, took a helicopter to the base camp of Mount Everest. And located at an altitude of 5,364 meters, 17,600 feet, the base camp is where Everest climbers acclimatized to the thin air before heading towards the 8,849 meter, 29,032 summit in Nepal, and home to 8 of the world's 10 highest peaks.
That. Norfolk, United Kingdom, Matthew Collings, an English artist in his 70s, sketches on the papers in front of him at his home in the scenic coastal county of Norfolk. Over the past 6 years, since moving away from the art commentary and criticism that he focused on for decades, he has made more than 3,000 drawings.
And the US-Israeli war on Iran is draining the color from Japan's supermarket shelves, with the biggest crisp makers swapping once vibrant packaging for monochrome as a result of a shortage of ink. Tokyo-based Calbee, one of the most popular brands in the snack market, has said it will, at least temporarily, switch to using black and white on the packaging of 14 of its products, including its Calbee potato chips. And Lionel Messi scored his 10th and 11th goals and had an assist, while German Berterame scored the go-ahead goal in the 84th minute. And as Inter Miami took advantage of 2 defensive blunders in a 5-3 victory over host Cincinnati, Matteo Silvetti pulled Miami level at 3-3 in the 79th minute, the start of a late rally that saw the Herons 7-2-4 and 25 points win their 5th straight on the road in Major League Soccer, MLS, on Wednesday night, and their 7th consecutive away win across all competitions. And Fly Jinnah has launched direct flights between Quetta and Lahore, further expanding its domestic network in Pakistan. The inaugural flight on the new route operated on May 13, with a full passenger load of 174 travellers, reflecting strong demand for improved air connectivity between the two cities. And Pakistan fast bowler Shaheen Shah Afridi is most likely to be dropped for the second test match against Bangladesh, scheduled to begin on May 16 at the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium. Khurram Sherzad is expected to replace Shaheen Afridi as Pakistan look to make changes following their disappointing 104-run defeat in the first test at the Sher-e-Bangla National Stadium in Mirpur. And Lenovo has introduced a new budget gaming monitor called the Liku N2757Q in China, starting at only $18. It will most likely reach the international market as well. The Lenovo Liku N2757Q features a 27-inch fast IPS display with a 2560 by 440 resolution. The panel delivers 2K visuals with a pixel density of 108 ppi. And the United Arab Emirates, UAE, has publicly denied Israel's viral claim that Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu secretly visited the country and met President Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed. The controversy began late last night when the Israeli Prime Minister's official X account posted that Netanyahu had made a secret visit to the UAE during Operation Roaring Lion and held a meeting with Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed. And the Pakistan Cricket Board, PCB, has announced the match officials for the three-match ODI series between Pakistan and Australia, which will be played in Rawalpindi and Lahore from May 30 to June 4. Sri Lanka's Graeme Labroy will lead the playing control team as match referee for all three ODIs. Labroy represented Sri Lanka in 9 tests and 44 ODIs between 1986 and 1992. And the Ministry of Finance said on Thursday that a media report claiming Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Ishaq Dar had been handed the budget-making process was misleading and factually incorrect. The clarification came after a report published by the Express Tribune said the government had handed over the responsibility of making the new budget to Dar after it found the initial work below par. And the Interior Ministry on Thursday directed the National Cybercrime Investigation Agency, NCCSIA, to investigate, in coordination with Cambridge International Education, CIE, the leaking of the latter's exam papers, according to a handout issued by the Interior Ministry. The development came as Interior Secretary Muhammad Khurram Aga chaired a high-level meeting regarding the alleged leakage of Cambridge examination papers at the Ministry of Interior and Narcotics Control. And in China, Elon Musk has been the object of love and occasional loathing. The Tesla boss has been both lauded as a visionary and criticized by Chinese regulators and the public for the alleged bungling of customer complaints.
That 2 people have been killed and 40 wounded after Russia launched a massive wave of strikes against Ukraine overnight. Officials have said Ukrainian Prime Minister Yulia Sviridenko said it was an especially difficult night for Kyiv, where rescuers are searching through the rubble of a residential building after a combined missile and drone attack on the capital.
And after more than 4 years on the Ukrainian front lines, Officer Krylo Bondarenko is finally sensing a shift. We can see and feel how the mood among the Russian troops on the front line is changing. They are exhausted, Bondarenko told CNN. We have managed to turn the tide. Bondarenko, who serves in the Ukrainian Unmanned Aerial Systems Unit Lazars Group and is currently fighting near Zaporizhzhia, told CNN.
That WhatsApp has introduced a new incognito mode for conversations with Meta AI, allowing users to hold private chats that neither the company nor the user can later access. The feature prevents conversations from being monitored once activated, and chat history disappears from the user's device after use. That Mariam Nawaz on Wednesday announced that the government of Punjab will provide free land to citizens who do not own property as part of its housing welfare initiatives, honoring a ceremony in Lahore for the distribution of residential flats among labourers. The chief minister congratulated workers receiving housing units and described home ownership as one of life's greatest blessings. That Hassan Naqvi has issued a notification announcing revised flour prices in Karachi, with the new rates taking immediate effect, according to the notification.
And Higher Education Commission, HC, has increased the degree attestation fee from 1,000 to Rs 3,000 under its newly launched online attestation system. The revised fee structure comes as HEC transitions toward a fully digital and paperless degree attestation process across Pakistan. HEC Chairman Niaz Ahmad Akhtar confirmed the increase and said part of the fee collected from applicants would be transferred to universities for document verification services. And a viral X thread claiming Anthropic's Claude AI helped recover a long inaccessible Bitcoin wallet worth about $400,000 drew millions of views on Wednesday. The posts were shared by a pseudonymous X user named CPR Pren, who claimed Claude assisted in unlocking a wallet containing 5 BTC that had reportedly been inaccessible for nearly 9 years.
The Human Rights Commission of Pakistan, HRCP, on Thursday expressed alarm at the continued captivity of Pakistanis aboard an oil tanker seized by Somali pirates, demanding urgent action by the government and the relevant authorities. The MT Honor 25, a Palau flag product tanker, was seized on April 21, approximately 30 nautical miles off Somalia's Puntland region, with 17 crew members aboard, 10 of them Pakistani.
And football's Global Players Union renewed concerns on Thursday about heat at the 2026 World Cup after scientists warned that the likelihood of dangerous temperatures for players and fans has sharply increased. And an analysis by climate research group World Weather Attribution found that roughly a quarter of the 104 matches at the expanded tournament across the United States and Mexico and Canada are likely to be played in conditions exceeding safety limits recommended by FIFPro, almost twice the risk seen at the 1994 World Cup in the US. And Iran hosted a departure rally for its FIFA World Cup squad, witnessed by thousands of fans in Tehran's Enqilab Square, amid concerns about the team traveling to the United States to compete. The players were cheered by the crowd as they made patriotic statements from a stage on Wednesday. And United States President Donald Trump is in Beijing for a high-stakes summit with Chinese leader Xi Jinping, aimed at easing deep tensions between the rival superpowers. Visiting China for the first time since 2017 during his previous term, Trump received a lavish welcome from Chinese authorities.
United States Vice President J.D. Vance has said he believes progress is being made in negotiations with Iran, despite President Donald Trump rejecting Tehran's latest proposal as unacceptable. The comments come as diplomatic efforts continue to prevent a collapse in the fragile ceasefire between Washington and Tehran. Meanwhile, Brigadier General Mohammad Akraminia says Iran's military remains at the highest level of readiness. Warning that there is no room for retreat as tensions with the US persist. Iranian officials have continued to signal they are prepared to respond to any escalation.
And Flydubai has suspended flight operations to and from Islamabad, Lahore and Peshawar until October 26, citing operational reasons. The airline confirmed that flights to and from Karachi will continue operating normally. According to the airline's flight inquiry service in Pakistan, the suspension applies to routes connecting Dubai with Islamabad, Lahore and Peshawar. And the Private Educational Institutions Regulatory Authority has launched a major crackdown against unregistered private schools in Islamabad, warning that institutions operating illegally could face sealing and strict legal action. The authority said there would be no compromise on students' future and health, adding that immediate action would be taken against schools violating regulations. And ingredients: K&N's Combo Wings 10-12 wings,